man. Let's see here. Come on, TikTok. There you go. All right. Yakomi, Miss Malas, Jans Brown, 5 others are joining in. Rena, Master Tech, J. Aspen, John Goss, Ken, how you doing? Everybody coming in on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. All you guys out there, big shout out to you guys. Welcome. I hope you guys are having a great start to your week. And look, we're almost at that middle point of the week. Hump day is almost here. So you know what? We're almost 3/4 of the way through the week. So for no further ado, welcome guys. Titan Talk Tuesday with me, John, CEO and owner of Titan Medical Center. Got a great show for you guys. Some major topics and things that we should talk about today. What up, Hawk Squad? Big shout out to you, man. So, some different things. One, blood testing. So there's a blood testing special going on for males and females. New patients, old patients can all take advantage of this blood work special. It's $130 for a male and $200 for a female. There's more tests in the female labs. That's why it's a little bit more money. So at that point, you guys can get blood tested anywhere in the country you guys can set up. Titan Medical Center can help you guys wherever you guys are at and make sure you guys can get blood testing done and get your results and even get you help if you need it or optimize if you need it. Whatever you guys need, we are here for you guys to look better, feel better, perform better, and we can help you guys out in many ways to do this. So blood work is definitely the key to looking at what's going on the inside. So many different providers out there. Yeah, we have blood testing. And they all say full in-depth panels. But what does that really mean? And how many tests are they really giving you? How much bang for the buck are you getting, right? And I guarantee the Titan Medical Center's list and the lab tests that go into that full in-depth panel are better pretty much than anybody around the country. Apples to apples, test to test, cost per cost. So I guarantee you guys won't find anything more inexpensive than the blood testing you guys get from Titan Medical Center. And if you guys don't want to do a full panel, that's fine too. We can single out tests, a la carte those tests, and you guys can just test one thing if you want to. Or you guys can get full panels, or you can go above and beyond that and get even more. So there's just some of the different options that we offer our patients and new people out there. Because you don't have to be an existing patient to get blood work. If you just want blood work, you can just sign up for blood work. And that's it. You don't have to get any therapies. You don't have to do anything else. So it's totally up to you guys. We make it real simple and real easy to do. What up, Seth Jordan? How you doing, brother? So if you guys are interested in the blood work special, call or text 727-389-3220. Nationwide service. So wherever you guys are at, we can help you guys feel your best, look your best, and perform your best with Titan Medical Center therapies and know what's going on with blood work to see what's going on inside the body. So with that, that's the big one, guys. A blood work special. Take advantage of it. They come around every so often. I like it because you know what? It just gives you guys more incentive to check what's going on inside and see what's really going on so you guys can help yourselves. And that's what it's all about. Hi, Fit Bella. How you doing? I hope all is well. If you guys have any questions about how we can help you guys look better, feel better, perform better, building lean muscle mass, losing weight, better sleep, better mental clarity, better skin elasticity, and much more, we can help you guys out. So just shoot out your questions and I'll be able to answer for you guys live. I'll be waiting on some questions, and as we're going to these questions, this might be a big thing for you guys. Said Jordan, I was just about to bring this up. Hear about the peptide ban. So, the FDA came out and said, listen, we're going to ban majority of the peptides being used right now by compounding pharmacies and clinics out there, including us. So with this, BPC 157, TB 500, AOD 9604, CMAX, C-Link, MK677, God, there's so many more. Dihexa, there's so many, right? And they're on this ban list. The FDA put it as a Schedule 2, so there's safety concerns supposedly with these peptides. I've been using peptides for 8 or 9 years. No problems with me. A patient's been using them for here 8 or 9 years. All we've had is really good results with peptides, especially the healing peptides like BPC 157 and TB 500. These are game changers for patients who have injuries, just got done with surgery, wound care, all these different things. So many benefits. And even BPC just for stomach issues, Crohn's, ulcers, IBS. So this is really a tragic thing that the FDA is doing. Now, the FDA said, because Rick Collins, who's a very famous lawyer and attorney that just deals with this kind of stuff in our industry, whether it's steroids, peptides, or anything that's in the gray or black area, he deals with. So with this, he said that basically like Big Pharma has been complaining to FDA about how they have to spend millions and millions of dollars on research and approvals and all this. And these compounding pharmacies are just making things and putting it out. That's kind of what they said. So they banned it, and usually they wouldn't ban like all of them at one time. Usually go after one and start banning one and then go after the next one and so on and so on. But this is just really, really crazy how it all worked out. So they haven't declared it illegal for pharmacies to obtain peptide substances. You can still get these peptide substances. But for compounding, they haven't said for sure like you're going to get in trouble. But they did say that we could come in and regulate. So at that point, like they're going to come and regulate. They're probably going to, do some bad things, write you up as far as the pharmacy. So pharmacies don't want to take the chance with this. And they're just not going to do it no more. So at that point, I know there's a petition going around to try to reverse this decision. Thanks, Seth. I was just going to bring that up. Obviously, listen, the petition's out there. Sign the petition. Get it in there. For peptides, though. So I've got reassurances from some of the pharmacies that, at least for 60 to 90 days, we'll have peptides still. As far as, source and all that good stuff. So there is time to get peptides if you still want peptides. If you use peptides from us, try to stock up as much as you can. I know it can get costly and all that good stuff, but we don't know when it's going away, and we don't know when the stock will be gone from legitimate sources. And, what really irks me is that the FDA went after legitimate sources of producing these peptides, and there's still black market research chemical sites that are going to sell these things. And they haven't got any regulation, any slap on the wrist. I mean, FDA hasn't warned, like, hey, if you own one of these sites, you better stop or we're going to shut you down and come arrest you. I mean, there's just a lot of different things. So it's just really weird how they did this. It's just crazy. But it is true, and I want to make sure you guys all have that information. You guys are all in the knows about what's going on. And as things update, I will update you guys, whether it's lives, my Titan Talks, whatever they are. But I want to make sure you guys are in the know and you guys have all the updated information about what's going on. Whew. Oh, man. So I'm on Generation Iron.
That's awesome.
Wow. Okay. All right. So I just found out that I'm on Generation Iron. This is really, really cool. I did a peptide with Mike on Generation Iron, and I guess they printed this. This is very, really cool. Very, very cool, guys. I appreciate that. All right, so we got a question on TikTok. And if you guys have questions, please shoot them out. I started to have an allergic reaction to grapeseed oil after a month, and I don't know why. Okay, so question, Grenya. If you started taking, I guess it's testosterone, grapeseed oil, you started taking it. Now, in the first couple of shots, did you get an allergic reaction? Or does this happen over time? Now, the thing about it is that I don't know why you would get an allergic reaction if you didn't get off the first injection. Usually, if you're going to get an allergic reaction, you're going to get off the first injection that you get. And then it's going to cause like irritation to the skin. It's going to get red. It might itch. Might harden up. There's different things that could happen. I mean, if you're really allergic, your throat can swell shut. So we obviously don't want that. But you can change esters as well as far as the oils for the ester. So there's MCT oil. There's some different options out there if you're still having an allergic reaction. I don't know why you're having an allergic reaction, though. And like I said, if you didn't get off the first injection, then there's got to be something else that's going on possibly. Did you clean the site to the area before you did inject thoroughly to make sure? Because if you didn't, some dirt can get in there that could cause some irritation or some sort of reaction. There's a lot of different things. So just let me know that, and then we can kind of go on with the conversation. Mario, how you doing? Desmardre, Pure, what's going on? Mohammed, Nathan, what's going on? If you guys like what I'm sharing with you guys, please share this out, tag some people so we can get them involved in the conversation. I really appreciate it, and I think they would too. Rotating sites as well. Yeah, so that's another big one. Seth said, so rotating sites. Now, for me, I inject testosterone every week, and what I do, and most patients do that come here, is we split our dose of testosterone. So that means if you're on 100 milligrams a week or 200 milligrams a week or even 300 milligrams a week, you're going to split that dose. So Monday, I'm doing 150 milligrams, half the dose, and then Thursday, I'm doing 150 milligrams. And what happens is you go up and you stay even keeled. Instead of going up, going down, going up, going down, you're on this roller coaster ride, your body would be in more harmony if it's on an even keel and just stays there instead of rapidly going up and down. So this is some things that you want to look at too as well. But rotating sites, I do glute. So on the days I rotate, my first injection is on my right side. My second injection on Thursday would be my left hand side. So that gives the area more time to absorb and, not to cause a whole bunch of problems back there. If you keep injecting the exact same site, you're going to get built up scar tissue, especially with bigger needles. And at that point, this is going to be harder for you to inject your testosterone. It might feel a little bit worse back there. So these are just certain things that you want to look at, especially with injecting your testosterone. Now remember, testosterone can go into any muscle group, right? Now I wouldn't really recommend doing like a calf or a trap, but deltoids, shoulders on both sides, I wouldn't really inject it in my biceps or triceps, oil-based, but glutes, obviously that's the best one, I think. The other places they do in legs. I really wouldn't recommend legs. There's so many nerve endings in the legs, and it can hurt. And if you do inject subcutaneously and it hardens up there, you're having to walk on that leg every day. At least if you're glute, if it gets injected and it gets caught subcutaneously and hardens up, you're sitting on that glute, you're kind of working it out. It'll be better. It won't affect your day-to-day operations as far as walking. Good question. So Desmadre OG said, what do you think about subcutaneous injections? So I think he's talking about subcutaneous injections with testosterone. So I don't like them personally. I'm just being honest with you, because testosterone oil-based wasn't really meant to be injected subcutaneously, okay? Usually when you talk about subcutaneous injectables, you're talking about water-based injectables. When we talk about oil is harder to break down and absorb inside the body as far as subcutaneous. That's why when you do get a shot caught subcutaneous, it hardens up. It doesn't feel too good. It irritates. It might bubble or turn red around the area. So for me, I don't think it's good. Now, I know a lot of people, there's some people out there that swear by it, that says it's more consistent for testosterone ranges. You can do it every day. Excuse me. It's been a long one for me. I apologize. But, with this, I've tried it. I didn't really like it. There are some people that swear by it, and if they want to do it, that's great. But most people that I see that do it, they usually have issues with it, and they don't feel the best that I think they can feel, or they can feel. So at that point, I wouldn't really recommend them for patients. But listen, I know if the providers say, listen, if you feel more comfortable in doing it, then do it that way. But it just wasn't meant to be like that. All right? Pride Andrea, what's going on? That guy, Muzo, what's going on? How you guys doing? All right. Yeah, so Alejandro asked, what am I running? All right. So what am I running? Now, I'll tell you, everything that I do comes prescribed from a pharmacy, and that doesn't mean I'm doing crazy stuff. What that means is I'm doing HRT, so hormone replacement therapy. So I'm doing testosterone and clomiphene, anastrozole for that therapy. I'm also doing Hercules Potion, BPC 157, TB 500, ECA stack for energy. What else am I taking? GHKCU for skin elasticity and repair for my skin because I got cut with the surgery. And then I'm taking Thymolin. So at that point, that's to boost the immune system and stuff like that. I wouldn't really recommend the sub-Q injections for testosterone. Now, obviously, with some of the other therapies, you could do that. Alejandro said, yeah, I've had horse apples in my glutes. And I know this too. So there's a lot of people out there, and that's the solvents and different things that they use in some of these underground labs and stuff like that. I've even seen some pharmacies out there, legitimate pharmacies, when I first got into this business, where, man, those injections hurt so bad. I mean, they hurt so bad. I don't know what they did, but they hurt bad, for like 3-4 days. And I've never had injections like that. So, just watch where you're getting your therapies from too as well. It's just like anything else. It's all about the cook. It's all about who's cooking this stuff up, the way it tastes. You could put 2 different cooks in the same room and give them the exact same ingredients, and the dishes will probably come out tasting a little bit different, just on the style of the cook and what they do as far as cooking it. So just remember that, guys. Any gear you guys to take Leonard or stuff off? Substitute just yeah, for sure. Louis Barros, how you doing? All right, so let's get into another one of my topics. Worldwide audit finds testosterone replacement improves blood sugar control in men with type 2 diabetes. This is amazing, right? Testosterone, and I was talking about this earlier with somebody where they were talking about how, when I first started the business and how it looked as far as the environment out there of what people thought about testosterone. And there were so many myths out there about testosterone. Testosterone is going to give you a heart attack. Testosterone is going to, make you aggressive and mean. It's going to make you break out with acne. Only bodybuilders or steroid abusers use testosterone. It's going to basically damage your body and kill you. But what we found is that testosterone at a therapeutical dose is going to actually work very well for a patient and get some of their health alignments on track. So when we talk about this, some of these different markers, we talk about sugar levels and hemoglobin A1C. And what they found in this worldwide audit is that testosterone actually improves hemoglobin A1C and glucose levels. So it controls glycemic a lot better than not having it. And it controls it up for about 2 years. And the way that it really does help is whether it's getting rid of belly fat or improving insulin resistance. So insulin, coming out of the pancreas. So at that point, this is really, really cool where this just shows another positive effect of testosterone replacement therapy. If needed and at therapeutic doses, not super physiological doses. And at that point, this is a major, major thing nowadays. When we talk about diabetes, it's like an epidemic in itself. Type 2 diabetics. There's a lot of people out there that don't even know they're type 2 diabetic. And there's a lot of people that don't get blood tests and they don't go to providers, and providers don't even run these blood tests, right off the bat. So, it's something to really look at, and it's something for you to be educated on that, listen, as we age, things are going to start breaking down. Now, the whole point to us aging and to be preventative about it is to start checking some of these different biomarkers and making sure that they don't start decreasing and we start optimizing when we need to, instead of letting it go for so long and have the breakdown effect for going so long. Think about popping a tire on your car and you're driving down the highway going 55 miles per hour. That car is definitely not going to drive up to the standard it should. And more damage is going to happen. You start riding down the rim starts sparking, other things might catch on fire. It's just one thing after another. It's a domino effect of negative things that are going to happen. This is kind of what happens to the body, to a certain extent. One thing starts breaking down, more pressure goes on other things, those things start breaking down, and so on and so on. So it's really crazy. Testosterone deficiency is linked with adverse effects on cardiovascular risk factors, osteoporosis, and psychological well-being, and is associated with double the risk of death in men with type 2 diabetes. Testosterone deficiency, and this is something that can be corrected very simple and very easy. This is something you can check. Very simple and very easy to know where you stand and what you should do with your health. Now, it sucks that nowadays that, I think healthcare has took a dramatic downturn as far as providers out there, what they're doing for patients, how patients are getting treated. I see it firsthand with my dad and other patients that go to these general practitioners or specialists, and they're supposed to be taking care of them. And these people and patients have so much faith in these providers that they're doing the right thing and they're going to do the right thing for them, but they don't. And they're not even looking at some of these different things. They're not really trying to do what's best for the patient. So you, as the patient, need to be more educated than ever, because education is out there to improve your health. It all stands with you. You can't say, oh, I didn't know, because you know what? You can find out. You can know. So that's why you guys are here, hopefully. You guys are trying to find out more information so you guys can help yourselves be better all the way around, through and through. So I'm not leading up to a sale. I'm answering questions. At that point, I'm not a physician. I'm the owner of Type Medical Center, so you guys know this. I've been doing this for 11 years as far as Type Medical Center being owned. I've been working with doctors side by side longer than that, guys. I've seen thousands and thousands of blood tests. I've seen thousands of prescriptions written for patients and why they're being written, diagnosis codes, so many different things, pharmacology, chemistry, all those different things leading up to what I'm doing. So I'm not trying to make any sales. I'm trying to educate. I'm trying to help people out. So you can be gone.
Yeah, I was going to
He can be gone.
We tried.
See you later, Alejandro. You can be gone at that point. And listen, I don't like kicking people off, but it doesn't matter. So it's all good. Lisa, what's going on? Alamar, what's going on? Hassan, how you doing? So at that point, listen, next week, I want to make sure that you guys know this too. I'll have a special guest. Michael Hearn will be coming on Titan Medical Center's Titan Talk Tuesday. And I do a live with Michael Hearn on Tuesday earlier in the day on his channels. But he's going to come on ours because we're going to officially announce Michael Hearn is part of the Titan Medical Center family. Yes, that's right. You've heard it. Titan Medical Center and Michael Hearn are officially bonded together. Been a long time coming. Michael Hearn's been a really good friend of mine here for a while now. Jesus, flown by. And you know what? It just made sense. Now, Michael Hearn is not on any testosterone or anything like that. So for all you guys saying, oh, he said he's natty, now he's really on HRT. He's not on HRT yet, okay? And he's not doing anything like that. He has been blood testing a lot to see where his numbers are at. He is more engaged than ever than a lot of different people that aren't engaged on these different things. He wants to know. He wants to be the best he possibly can be. He wants to live for a long time. He's got a 4-year-old kid. He's 55 years old and looks better than 20, 30-year-old, 40-year-olds out there and killing it. So at that point, you know, it was awesome. It was destiny. It was fate. Titan times Titan come together, and we're going to do some amazing things. So I want you guys to stay tuned and come on to next Titan Talk Tuesday, next Tuesday, 6 p.m., and ask him the questions yourself. He'll be happy to answer questions. He's an open book, so it's really, really cool to have Mike. Hassan, came off TRT for fertility. On fertility protocol, any peptides negatively affect fertility? Hassan, you don't need to come off TRT for fertility reasons. I know a lot of doctors out there want people to come off TRT for fertility. And the reason they say this is because when you take testosterone, your body realizes this, and then your testicles go into atrophy, and they don't produce testosterone or semen like they should. It's low semen production. But if you're taking ABAC therapies along with testosterone, so if you're taking clomiphene, or kisspeptin was another therapy that we did offer, which is gone now, but clomiphene's still around. So if you're taking clomiphene or HCG, you know, this is going to help make your testicles still keep producing good or even more volumes of semen and more testosterone. So your natural production really never goes down. And the sucky thing about getting off testosterone and then trying to do fertility is that your libido and everything goes down along with it because your testosterone will start dropping. So if you're on testosterone and you're taking the ABAC therapies, you're going to want to start shooting as much at that target as possible, which you will be able to do more times, more reps, and have more volume of semen being able to do its job and hopefully cause a fertility effect with the partner. So this is just something you need to intake and maybe think about, right? Yeah, HCG for sure. How can you join the Titan family? You can call or text us at 727-389-3220. If you're trying to be a model, there is an inquiry list on the Titan Medical Center website. If you go to titanmedicalcenter.com, there's a tab for employment or for models, and you guys can upload your headshots, give a little bit of information about yourselves, resume. If you're trying to get a job on the medical portion, you can do that too. So it's real simple, real easy. And you know what, Miss Fit Bella, I hope to see you want to join in one way or the other. And if you guys just want to support us wearing some good old Titan Medical Center Titan gear, please get your shirts, tank tops, hoodies. I've got all kinds of different stuff, and that stuff is coming to the website real soon, so you guys can just buy it for yourselves. And you guys don't have to call or text us like, hey, I see this thing John was wearing. Can I buy that? I only have a limited run of these things. So, yeah, definitely 100%. Hey, Seth, for sure, 100%, man. Anything else here? All right. So, if you guys, you're welcome, Pit Bella. All right. So, do you guys drink alcohol? That's a pretty good question, right? And if you drink alcohol, do you drink socially? Do you drink daily? Do you drink just on the weekends and binge drink? You know, because a lot of different people out there do a lot of different things. Like for me, so I'm a social drinker. So if I'm out, you know, and everybody's having a good time, I might have one cocktail or a glass of champagne or whatever it is. I don't excessively drink a lot of alcohol. I don't like drinking a lot of alcohol as I get older and older. I don't know why. It just doesn't do what it used to do for me. I don't know. I mean, I think I've drank enough in my life that I really don't care about it as much as I used to, I guess. Or I really don't like the feeling the next day. Even though I have the best therapies on the market, that I can just turn things around, get IV, and get fine, and feel great. But I just don't want to do it. I don't know. I mean, I know, listen, there are research out there as far as it affecting gains and stuff like that. But, you know, when you think about some of the other things that it might affect, you know, we could talk about those things. So when we do talk about those things, we talk about what, like liver, right? That's one thing, right? Your liver gets affected because your liver is a filter, and alcohol directly affects liver. So as far as that goes, you can cause more damage to your liver if you keep drinking over time. So if you stop drinking, you're gonna have improved liver health. Sleep. So sleep is a big one. Now sleep is important for everything, for mental clarity, physical. Next day as far as physical, as far as energy, and getting the recovery. Maybe you've worked out real hard. You want to get sleep because that's when your body recovers, and that's when you get all your gains and starts building back stronger. So, with your quality of sleep improving, this should improve everything else inside of what's going on in your next day, because alcohol can affect your sleep cycle and disrupt your sleep cycle. So you might not go to sleep. You might not have deep sleep or REM sleep. You might just have light sleep. And at that point, you wake up the next day and you do not feel refreshed. You feel down, groggy, unenergized. And at that point, you have to go out there and drink energy drinks or hair of the dog or whatever it is to get yourself back on track. After that, so we talk about, let me see here, weight loss. So weight loss, obviously. So weight loss, alcohol can definitely lead to weight gain. And it can boost your sugar levels too, because most alcohol drinks are mixed with some type of a mixer, whether it's orange juice, pineapple juice, which they don't use organics at most bars. That's going to spike blood sugar. Or it's done with pops or energy drinks. We know what that's going to do too as well. So you're talking about increasing calories, increasing stimulant effect to a certain, if you're taking energy drinks, stimulant effect. So this can definitely start adding the pounds on. Also think about water retention. This is another one that can come with alcohol consumption too as well. So, and slowing down the metabolism. That's another one that alcohol can do. So you want to look at, staying away from alcohol as much as possible. It's okay to have a balanced lifestyle and have a few drinks though. I'm not saying don't ever drink, because, that's unrealistic for some people. So it is what it is. Better digestion. So upset stomachs come from drinking, acid reflux. This happens all the time. Inflammation of liver, like we're talking about, inflammation of stomach lining. So alcohol can do this. Once alcohol is removed, it can definitely help ease some of these different things. Or maybe you don't have to take acid reflux medication anymore. Because some people have to take that daily because of different aspects, whether it's their diet or alcohol they're ingesting. Some people drink every single day. Okay. Improvement in brain function. 30 days of being alcohol-free can drastically improve brain function and your overall mood. Alcohol takes a toll on the brain, can cause short-term damage, such as poor decision-making, and long-term damage like memory issues. Think about this. When you're drunk, you might make poor decisions, right? You might have made poor decisions in the past. Whether you were drinking and driving, you got caught doing that. Whether you cheated on your girlfriend, you did that. You did something wrong. So these are different things that can be caused by alcohol and the influence of alcohol. Heavy drinking can deeply impact your mood, making you feel anxious, foggy, giving your brain a break, can help improve its function. So, I'm not saying you have to take 30 or 60 days off alcohol, but I would just definitely recommend, just kicking it back a little bit and see how you feel. I know so many of my friends out there that have went on these 30, 60, 90-day, 6-month excursions or journeys being alcohol-free, and they tell me, like, John, I feel amazing. So for me, I'm not going to go and say, I'm not going to drink alcohol for 6 months. But I usually don't drink that much alcohol anyway. So I might drink a couple times in 6 months. So it is what it is. But at times when you know that you have to start really busting butt, or you're getting ready for like maybe a show or an event or whatever it is, photo shoot, you kind of want to stay away from alcohol, really stay on track with what you're doing, and get the best optimal result you possibly can. All right. Lou, what's going on? If you guys don't have any other questions, I think that's going to be the show for me today, guys. We got the poll, though. We got to do over the poll. So the poll is, how long has it been since you've had your blood tested? 60% of people said 6 months or less. That's awesome. 10% said more than 1 year ago. 5% said more than 2 years ago. 5% more said more than 5 to 10 years ago. That is crazy. And then 20% said I'd never had it tested. That's even more crazier, guys. Never had your blood tested? Never? That's kind of scary. You're a general practitioner, or even if you don't have a general practitioner, right? Usually, like, when you get sick and you go into a walk-in clinic, they might run a little bit of blood, like a complete blood cell count, to see if you have white blood cell count that's high, to see if you have an infection or not, right? So these are just basic tests. So maybe you guys are talking about full panels. I hope you guys are, because 20% that said I've never had blood tested, that's super scary, guys. In 5 to 10 years, that's a long time. 2 years is a long time. 1 year is okay. 2 years like 5 to 10 years like never is like I mean, come on. So get it tested, especially Titan Medical Center. We have these great specials for you guys to utilize, and it's real simple and easy to do. And you don't have to mess around with anything. It's so convenient, so easy. Why not do it? So any peptides, stay away from for fertility. No, so there's no peptides out there that are going to hurt your fertility. If anything, there's some peptides out there that will increase fertility, but there's no peptides that I've came across that are going to shut down testosterone levels, so it's not going to mess with any fertility function inside the body. Okay, Ruth, how you doing? MP, how you doing? Upcoming Titan events, 10/21 this Saturday, Hurricane Pro, St. Petersburg Coliseum in St. Petersburg, Florida, put on by Tim Gardner and Tim Gardner Productions. Titan Medical Center is the main sponsor of this, and glad to be a part of it. Another year. This is the 23rd year of the Hurricane Pro. I mean, Tim Gardner, he's really established some great shows here in Tampa. Tampa Pro, Hurricane Pro, and such. And big shout out to him, and big shout out to everybody that will be involved with that. And come out. See the Titanettes. Come visit the Titan booth. Get some free Titan swag, like a Titan t-shirt, a Titan tank top, bag. Sign up our list so we can give you a call, or you can get our newsletter and see what's going on, discounts, information, new events possibly. Olympia is coming up here in 2 weeks. 3 weeks? 3 weeks. Jeez. 3 weeks Olympia. So come out and visit Orlando. We got 3 booths out there. Michael Hearn and a couple other special guests will be at the booth Friday and Saturday. It's going to be very, very exciting. Plus, we're going to have all the Titans and all the Titans out there rocking it like you've never seen before. Knuckle Crew, my man, J Crew, what's up, brother? I hope all is well. Let's go. Orlando, very shortly. We're going to be there and taking over like true Titans do. So that's it, guys. That's the talk. I appreciate all you guys joining me in Titan Talk Tuesdays with me, John, CEO of Titan Medical Center. Now listen, next Tuesday, Michael Hearn, live interview. Welcoming Mike officially to the Titan Medical Center team. Be there, be square. Come in, join us, ask him some questions. Ask him what he's taking. Ask him anything. I'm sure he's going to love all the questions, and he'll definitely give you an answer. All right, guys. I'll see you guys next Tuesday. Titan Talk Tuesday with me, John, CEO. And next Tuesday will be a special one with me and Michael Hearn. So at that point, you guys will get 2 great experts, and we'll get to do some Q&A. Love you guys. Appreciate you guys.